What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be discussing how to get this new flashback, Brandon Cooks and this Adrian Peterson. Pretty much it's very, very simple. I've already done a video about the last, flashbacks, which Eric Berry is still probably the best. He's probably the best flashback that's available right now. All right, so here's the flashback set that you can find inside your item sets, and you're going to need 2 elite tokens. Now, the way you decide to do it, that's up to you. I'm going to let you know of different ways that you can utilize the cards that you currently have. If you've been trying to get, the team leaders to get the OBJ or the Khalil Mack and stuff like that, when you go through the solos for these things, you get what's called team leaders. If you're not familiar with what team leaders are, I have several videos here at GmiasWorld. Just search it on my channel. I have everything that you need right here. All right? So look, for the people that keep on asking me like, yo, bro, I don't know how to get elite tokens. What's going on? What's happening? This is what's happening, bro. You need 184 to 85 overall. You need 282 to 83s. And then you need 380 to 81s. The problem is all the prices are so ridiculous and they're so skyrocketed that people just don't want to even do it anymore. But I will tell you good news. You can use the team leaders that you do. If you've been doing your sets of, pursuing MUT Master, which I am, you should have a decent amount of these cards that can help you get some of these tokens, okay? As far as these cards, there's a lot of people that got a lot of nats for, for various reasons. Feel free to use those nats, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you could use these, though. Yeah, you can't use the stuff from Longshot, but you can use any of the other nats that you have for the 82 to 83. And then you also have whatever nats you're not using here. Obviously, again, you can't use the Longshot cards, but you can use pretty much everything else. All right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the flashbacks that have been released this week. Okay, so here we go right now. We're going to go take a look at them. Brandon Cooks is probably the best one for this week. Adrian Peterson is probably going to drop the ball. Listen, he's going to drop the ball, and the dude's going to have 99 fumble. I'm just letting you guys know right now, if that's what you like, if that turns you on for your running back to fumble every play, go ahead and do that, all right? But this card right here, okay, that one is expiring very shortly. I want to take a chance to look at some of the stuff. Well, that's 6 minutes. We're going to have more than enough time. I just want to go ahead and break it down for you. The 91 speed, let me look at his acceleration at 89. See, that's the issue. The acceleration, when the acceleration is below 90 and the speed is above it, yeah, you got the 91 speed, but when you look at it like this, right? Look at it from my standpoint. Randy Moss, he has a 90 speed, but he's 6'4". You know what I'm saying? He gets up, he does what he has to do. But when you look at his acceleration also being at 89, that it's high enough, but this guy's height makes it kind of difficult to want to utilize that, if that makes any sense to you. You know what I'm saying? So would I recommend him? Possibly. But only as maybe a slot receiver, guys that run drag routes. Drag routes are still pretty much OP right now in Madden. I would utilize them for those type of things. But as far as beating the dudes outside one-on-one, I would probably stay away from that. But he is a very, very fast card. So 2 elite tokens is probably going to cost you a decent amount. You might not pull them. So I would just buy him. I'm just giving you both ways because a lot of you guys have already stockpiled elite tokens. So if you wanted to, he's probably going to average at about 199 because it doesn't, like, if his acceleration was a little bit higher and he could actually get off of the press and do whatever, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, even if you're not getting pressed, there's a ridiculous delay at the line of scrimmage where the guy has to do a move even if nobody's there. It's kind of weird. Maybe they'll patch it and fix it, but for the most part, it's there. But Brandon Cooks is probably the #1 guy that was released. Derek Johnson was also released. This guy, I don't think he serves a purpose at 79 speed for anybody. If you're looking to upgrade your team, though, overall-wise, I guess you could snipe him and see what you could do with him. But in my opinion, he's a waste of time. If we're just being honest about the other things that are available for you to spend your money on. Still to this day, even though he's a last week card, I believe Eric Berry is still the best flashback that's available. His stats are unbelievable. Geno Atkins has also been released. A 74 speed is not too bad. If we go ahead and compare him to my D tackle right now, Dontari Poe, the only thing you can obviously see right there is strength, which is primarily one of the biggest things that you want on your D line. You need the strength, which is why Dontari Poe is key there. But everything else, obviously, Geno Atkins is a lot better in. I would recommend the card for a cheaper price, maybe around the 199 mark, 175 possibly. But I just think right now 300K is just too much because you could still. Dontari Poe puts in a lot of work with an 85 overall. So I don't know if I would recommend doing that. I would probably stay away from that until, the price come down, a little bit. You just don't want to spend that kind of coin right now for that. People are still buying Cam Newton. Yo, all right. Do whatever you want, bro. If that's what you like, because a lot of guys are leaving comments on the videos about how raw he is, probably because you guys run around in the backfield and just throw the ball off your back foot every play and, you know, do whatever you want. If that's the case, it is what it is. I don't see an Adrian Peterson here, though, so let's go ahead and see if there's anything there. But he does, I believe he has an 88 speed, I believe. Is that what he had? But nobody, I don't think, okay, there he is right there, 253. Okay, so yeah, he's an 88 speed, trucking 91, carrying 83. If you would just compare him right now to my LaDainian Tomlinson, you see what I'm saying, guys? Like, who uses truck anymore? Nobody really uses it. It's all about the juke move and stuff like that and elusiveness. So what are you really getting from this card other than a guy that's going to fumble every chance he gets? You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you guys want me to go further into the review process and see exactly what's happening with it and, you know, why I really wouldn't recommend getting that Adrian Peterson, it's primarily simply because of his carrying. And he's an 88 speed, but there's so many other running backs that are glitchy that you could, you know, possibly get even from the team leaders. You know, get a Coleman or something from the Falcons. Like, there's so many other ways. I just wouldn't waste this corner net, especially with other things that are coming. So as far as this week's flashback, really not impressive to me. I do still like the Eric Berry, you know, so if that's something that you guys, he's just a goon, bro. Hit, power, speed, everything right now. He's a goon. I would definitely highly recommend him. But other than that, Cooks, I like the way Cooks' speed is. But again, his acceleration being an 89, I don't really like that too much. Plus, he's a smaller wide receiver. We all know right now with the way that the game is playing, it's sort of kind of difficult to get off the line of scrimmage to begin with. So to have a smaller receiver with the stats that he has, as far as release goes, 84, that's decent. But, you know, with the corners that dudes be coming out with, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. So he is somebody that I would possibly get, but I would look for him to be around 199 before I even make that splurge. And that's pretty much it, man. I showed you how to unlock them. You can unlock them or you can buy them. I would recommend, you know, see which way is cheaper, because for 2 elite tokens, it's probably going to run you close to 150K right now with the way prices are. Unless you got a lot of them in your binder and you want to get rid of nat cards, that's a whole nother subject. Let me know which way you're going to do it, how you're going to grind it out. Get back at me. See you guys and girls next time. One love.